Hi, everyone. My name is Yet Torres, and I'm the Public Programs Coordinator at Contemporary Arts Museum Houston. Welcome to today's Words in Art reading. The camp doors are still closed, but we remain virtually open and look forward to welcoming you back soon. Our role as a Contemporary Arts Museum is to showcase artists and the issues they care about. This summer, we launched a new initiative called Beyond CAM, which is an ongoing series of public art projects and partnerships beyond our walls. One of the first projects of this initiative was the work Accounting by Ekene Ijeoma. The work is a voice portrait of Houston, of representation, marginalization, immigration, migration, and who is counted. This work invites participation from everyone and is perfect for these socially distanced times. I would encourage everyone and anyone to call into the number and count in from 1 to 100 in your native language. We'll be showing you accounting soon and give you the number towards the end of the program. It doesn't matter if your language is already a part of this project, we still want your voice and accent to be counted. And if you don't live in Houston, that's okay. You can still participate by transcribing some of the voices that have been recorded so they can be part of the project. We appreciate your participation in tonight's virtual program, which we're able to host through generous donations from folks like you. I would encourage all of you to consider a donation to CAM, which you can do today by texting GIVE to 713-804-4714, or by going to our website, cam.org/join-give/donate. And now on with the program. Tonight we share with you an evening of poetry and prose curated by Mary Wemple. Mary is the founder of today's reading series, Words in Art. Tonight's Words in Art brings you new works inspired by the exhibition Accounting, the work of conceptual artist Ekene Ijeoma and his group Poetic Justice at MIT Media Lab. We'll begin our program by watching Accounting. It was supposed to go to accounting, but here we are.
Ana.
Hi. Da. 4, 5, 6,
7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13.
14,
ارتبط 16, 17, 18,
begin. 20. Animal. 22.
23,
24. Hanishao. 27. 28. 29.
30,
31. 32.
37, 35,
26.
37,
38.
39,
40.
41,
42. 43. 44.
44,
45. 47. Vomitar.
49, 50,
50. 52. 53.
54, 55,
56. 57. Vomitar.
59,
60. 61. Shanghai.
62,
64, 67, 68, 67, 70, 69,
70,
71,
70,
73, 74,
75,
76,
77, 78, 79,
70,
81,
70,
82,
Amibol, 85,
89,
87, 88,
89,
90. ¿Quién me mo? 22, 93,
94,
70,
89, 97,
98, 100.
And now I'd like to welcome Mary Wemple and tonight's Words and Art readers.
Welcome everyone to the Words and Art reading. I'm the creator and coordinator of Words and Art, a reading series and workshop series inspired by the art in Houston. Thanks everyone for joining us this evening. Thanks especially to everyone at the CAM, Yet Torres, Felice Cleveland, and Adriana Benvenides for their support. And thanks to our featured readers. All the poetry and prose you'll hear tonight were inspired by Accounting by Ekene Ijeoma, which we just watched. So let's get started with our first reader, Sandy Stromberg.
Thank you, Mary. Just as a quick introduction, Mary and the CAM host a workshop a few weeks before we do this, and it allows a bunch of us to get together, this time on Zoom, and observe the art, in this case, the accounting, and then share ideas. And it was such a rich sharing that I came up with all these ideas. So my contribution here may look like I threw in the kitchen sink. By numbers are we known. I used to count my steps from home to school and back, from the car to the church door, from my house to my friend's house, a ritual to begin and end each journey. Like I counted the minutes of my dad's sermons when he took up the cloth. Accounting is always underway, it seems, like in this census year that shocked us all, when the pandemic took preeminence in counting cases and deaths, first by continent, then by country, finally by state. Twice in the Bible's book of Numbers, a census provided a counting of thousands, the Israelites on their way to the promised land, as well as sinners and the unchosen, 15,000 killed here and 27,000 killed there, all ordered by God. A constant counting, as though numbers were a kind of glue, an intentional knowing that could hold the world together the way counting steps did mine. The 2020 census stopped early, despite the number of yet uncounted, to cheat the underserved and to underserve the cheated. A denial by a nation that once bragged itself a melting pot of the world's peoples, immigrants, minorities, now without value. And so a conceptual artist, Ekene Ijeoma, captures voice portraits, a counting, he calls it, recording a multitude of languages spoken by Americans as they count from 1 to 100 in their mother tongue. Wanting to add my voice, I placed a call to the museum, dialing the numbers 281-248-8730, and contemplate that by numbers are we known, from Social Security to postal and area codes, driver's license, voting district, address. I follow the prompts and count from 1 to 100 slowly, taking a short breath after each. And in that space of time, I'm back in Independence, Kansas, walking home with intention from Woodrow Wilson Elementary, counting my steps. Thank you.
Thanks, Sandy. Next, we have Jacoby Wayne.
Good evening, everyone. Thank you so much as ever to Mary Wemple for hosting and coordinating and creating this event so many years ago, and to the CAM, Yet, and the behind the scenes faces. This is 100 plus 1, and the first half of this poem is essentially dealing with the forces of isolation and distancing and the preeminence of separating force. And the second half is loosely treating and exploring the force of unification and unity. And it is a rhythm that the US is experiencing as I perceive it. 100 plus 1. 1, I walk toward you. 2, I walk away. 3, we are surrounded. 4, we are alone. 5, we are united. 6, we believe we are not. 7, we share abundantly. 8, we share not. 9, we wish for harmony. 10, division forced in lieu. 11, I look toward you. 12, I look away. 13 blank spaces, 14 spaces filled. 15 voices sound out, 16 souls silenced. 17 beloved dogs, 18 sacrificial calves. 19 humans claim mastery, 20 kindred kingdoms overlooked. 21 incarnated planes, 22 planes beyond. 23 games played, 24 players bowing out. 25, pause, pulse, breathe. 29 candles flickering, 27 lights snuffed out. 28 realizations, 29 ignorances. 30 maidens milking, 31 warrior queens slay that tired trope. 32 gentle giants, 33 take a bended knee. 34 talks ticking, 35 hours left. 39 a magical number, 37 even more magic still. 38 cries for mercy, 29 screams of rage. 40 countries clamoring, 41 escape boats sunk. 42 days of drought, 43 buckets dropped. 44 saris woven, 45 burned in rape. 49 ledgers balanced, 47 lives let go. 48 slaves say no, 49 more stolen away. 50, pause, pulse, breathe. 51, I walk away. 52, I walk toward you. 53, new souls arrive. 54, new missions engaged. 55, healing hearts. 56, hugs dispensed. 57, frontline heroes. 58, wishes made. 49, Halloween Black Panthers. 60, T'Challa gone too soon. 61, I look away. 62, I look toward you. 63, as it is in heaven. 64, so it is on earth. 65 years to a new dawn. 66 devas divine the future. 67 cities progress. 68 marchers make their way. 69 assassinations vanquished. 70 dreams that won't go away. 71 new dreamers. 72 making this country great. 73 mighty megaphones. 74 marking goings home. 75 pause, pulse, breathe. 76 smiles at sunset. 77 susurrus of peace. 78 children swing. 79 make beautiful noise. 80 walks taken. 81 owl calls heard. 82 leaves collected. 83 boxes filled. 84 memories recorded. 85 gems given birth. 86 schoolgirls never forget. 87 mothers swell with pride. 88 boys turn another way. 89 young men transcend. 90 genders come to life. 91 realize they are all and none. 92 songs fill the night sky. 93 stars sing back. 94 galaxies wonder. 95 lend their aid. 96 brows anointed. 97 crowns ascend. 98 stories are told. 99 are passed along. 100 and then a day of rest. And we are at last one.
Thank you, Jacoby. Next, we have the Izukone.
Always what isn't there. One, 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 one.
Thank you, Dom. Next, we have Varsha Soraya Shah.
Thank you, Mary. Thank you, Cam. It's a real pleasure to be here. My poem is titled When a Number Thinks. Once I dreamt zero, our ultimate emperor with no hubris, standing on a podium to honor anything with essence. An age, a kite, spoon, a lip, cobblestone, anything with the propensity to be free, looking strangers in the eye like sun on his earthbound run. Number one rose. I asked zero to describe number one, who lives a high life inside every man, every woman, lures a stranger into something palpable, a throat which sings, eyes that grasp, ways of entry and exit, rising above windows at times, too high, dreamlike, unafraid of houses made from questions. Come take this walk, said Zero, pointing to the gates, hinting to open, as if saying, wait for your number. Ride on, ride out, ride this horse, ride that storm, the hurdle, ride the sea. Oh, be the soil that leaves leeway for roots to grow and takes reign in a queenly grace, conceding the next in line with the simple gut of a number, an anvil and the hammer unto itself, sure of power of impermanence, especially in your uncertainty. Thank you.
Thank you, Varsha. Next, we have Marianne Gramillion.
Thank you so much, and I'm so glad that that all of you are here this evening. I took a course a couple of months ago on the epistolary story, and the thing that I had an opportunity to do was read a poem by Mark Doty, where he actually writes a letter within the format of a poem. And so in thinking about that and in thinking about this particular exhibit at the CAM, what struck me from our conversations among the writers was this whole notion of who counts. And so I went ahead and kind of put those two ideas together and wrote a letter to my future self. This is called A Letter to Almost 63. Looking through the window, blue sage sheds its blooms, once vibrant and chewy like tapioca pearls, fading now in slow decline, wilting. Perhaps it's nobler to trim the dead heads, hope for a mild winter, or cut the patch back to the roots and dream of lush moons and Barber's adagio for strings. Yet as one plant fades, the aster's star is on the rise. Bright splashes in the dark, yellow center and lilac petals, I feel them shine upon my hands beyond the city lights. I want to tell you this. Getting older isn't always lovely. Skin rolls over the tops of jeans. The back is stiff most mornings. It's hard to find a voice above screaming cicadas and dyed hair. On the street outside my window, a bike rider, helmet askew, wobbles upon his tires, unable to see the sidewalk curb, which, of course, he hits with a metal shriek, elbows skinned, bleeding. This is what it's like to be invisible, though I admired how he checked his wounds, got back on his bike, and rode away. Blood in my veins roils, cast out skin, tarnished. In February, the year shifts to you, a winter where cold chaps the lips and wrinkles deepen. It won't matter because change is beneath these caverns. Now is the time to walk with wind and thunder. I take a chance on an open road, dance beyond my cracking skin to roots within the earth. I see the light at the end of the tunnel is a Texaco sign. I thought it was the moon. I didn't see the red star alone in the night, a familiar thing on an empty highway. I like this road, its silence and solitude, blue twilight in the moments before sunrise. Clouds fall away to open sky, unmarred. The air is cool. It's enough to be wide open and sad at the same time. I don't know where you are. Tell me.
Thank you, Marianne. Next is Randall Nolte.
Thanks, Mary, and thanks to the CAM. Really appreciate you getting us together virtually in these times. My poem is formatted in the shape of a diamond, which is to symbolize the value of an individual. Do I? Do I need an appointment to meet with your approval? Am I too short or too tall, too fat or too thin, too poor or too rich, too old or too young, too plain or too fair, too coarse or too fine? Do I have the wrong faith, wrong race, wrong gender or identity? Am I from the wrong country, wrong parents, wrong side of the tracks? Do I speak the wrong language, cheer the wrong mascot, watch the wrong channel, court the wrong caucus, laud the wrong leader? Can you escape from your echo chamber to have a civil word? Can you see beyond the creed of your clan? Can you see me? Can you hear me? Does my life matter? Do I count? Do I? Thank you.
Thank you, Randall. Next, we have Joyce Almaguer Reisdorf.
Thank you. Thank you, everyone, for this opportunity that we can meet up like this. So some of us find nighttime very exciting. The house is quiet. We can do whatever we want. But at some point, we might find ourselves doing those routine tasks like cleaning the freezer or paying bills or just thinking about where that time went and how much time we have left. So this is Adulting 101. One woman, still acting a girl, relishes the chance to stay up until 2 a.m. or beyond. The other 3 in her house sleep and will wake far too early in the morning. 4 shots shout at the quiet, maybe from the park a block over, while 5 letters receive stamps for tomorrow's trip to the mailbox. 6 aprons hang on the bedroom door, resting until morning chores, like picking the 7 lonely blackberries ripening late on the bush, yet unnoticed by hungry birds and children, while 8 blue hands of bananas fatten just outside the window. 9 markers roll off the too small desk, and 10 shirts ask to be folded before developing a permanent rumple. Then 11 voicemail messages and 14 unopened emails request her attention, but bid them good luck after 15 years of motherhood, after 19 years of school, a family first of firsts, and, excuse me, someone's at the door, get $20 for the delivery driver. The tangle of 21 years of company in her bed. She's already spent 43 years this side of the womb. Will she have 57 more years left if she's lucky? Or will death call her earlier, even before the retirement age of 65? By the way, another check must be written, $70 to the guitar lesson teacher, and while we're at it, 87 more for the groceries. Would she like to round it up to 88 for charity? These days, she runs a fever when she's tired. And sure enough, it said 99 degrees on the kid's thermometer, and now it's at 100, and she reluctantly slips into bed.
Thanks, Joyce. Next, we have Winston Durden.
To unmute myself here. Thank you, Mary. It is really great to have this chance, limited as it is, to get together with other poets. And I do miss the personal interaction. But you know, this is, I guess, is what we've got for now. So it's nice to make the best of it. This poem I had to do like a 180 because I thought I understood things one way, and then about the time I decided that I had my last draft, I decided that maybe I ought to go look and check out and be sure I had things right, and I had them completely wrong. So I've been going along all these years thinking that there was a sort of a ancestral system of numerals that had the shapes like a inverted chevron and a Z and an inverted sigma, or it's a regular chevron. And the interior angles of the figures would signify what the number was. But there's some smart fellows on the internet who say that's not true. So I had to like reverse the whole poem. But here it is, corrected for Wikipedia. It's called Accounting. What became of those ancient numerals? The chevron, the V, the inverted sigma, signaling 1, 2, 3 with the number of their interior angles. And furthermore, the 4, a triangle with one long leg descended. The 5, an angular snake articulated. The 6, a box with hooked ascender. The 7, a crook with crossbar. The 8, 2 boxes stacked one atop the other. The 9, inverted 6, augmented by a crossed shaft. Debunked on the internet by WikiWags as false etiology for Indic digits, smoothed over time into the curves and circles common to Arabic numerals. Never then a demotic mnemonic, always a specialized knowledge, subtracted from common understanding, extrapolated into stylized representations requiring education to decipher, multiplying the divide between the enumerate and the numbered. Thank you.
Thanks, Winston. Next, we have Chuck Wemple.
Thank you, Mary, for keeping the Words and Art rolling, even during these very challenging times. And thank you yet, Adriana and Felice at the CAM for making this virtual event possible and your continued support. Much like what Sandy said at the beginning of the program, I found the workshops to be very valuable get-togethers, and the one virtually this time, the first virtual one, was no exception. And like Sandy, I found myself kind of swimming in all these experiences from the workshop. And the 3 pieces of this poem are a recollection and memory of mine, and then 2 parts of conversations that came out of that. It's cold in Paris, unrelated twins, third in line. 1. Mon ami, le counter clerk des Hôtel Chaude is gone. A stranger with less English stares through me, dangling the key, la clé, to chambre 62. which I discover is wrong after 7 flights of stairs, narrow, tight as a snail shell, access denied. My shelter from the snowy streets of the Upper Marais delayed by a lazy, quiet Z, mistaken for a silent X. 62, 72. The bilingual are always rewarded. 60 plus 12 equals 72. Even beggars huddled behind the burn barrel near the metro know to add a dozen when you hit 60 if you want to make it past 70. 2 numbers, 7 and 2, stamped in rare beef red on a tiny tab of paper between my forefinger and thumb, not 7 plus 2, 7 and 2 together. 72. Le clé, s'il vous plaît. Le clé. 2. 2 twins are on a Zoom call. Neither is related to the other. They feel defined by more than one, more than themselves. But even themselves sounds like more than one. And you can tell they miss their twins when they tell us, although they are less than 2, they are more than 1. 3. My friend Dom reveals he's a 3, the Roman 3. 3 like 3 raised fingers in a poor man's magic trick. And I share that I'm a 3, not a 111. Third in the line of Charles, a name none of us use except in court or at the hotel desk. Cliff, Butch, Chuck. You wouldn't guess we're a trinity, a trio like seasons of water, vapor, ice, rain. Dom prefers to think of his line in terms of fish served up on Italian Christmas Eve, tre pesci magici. We are terminal 3s. Less than 3, both slightly more than 1. Thank you.
Thank you, Chuck. And finally, we have John Milkwright.
Hi, everyone. Great to see everybody. Glad we could get back together. I guess if I had gone to one of these wonderful workshops, I would have gotten a lot. And I don't know what my friends, I don't know what Chuck or Dom would have given me as a number. But I'm always striving to be closer to 10, but whatever. I'm left to my own devices, here trapped in my house, I had to come up with something. So I gravitated towards my mechanical engineering background and my love of sleeping and love of sound, and came up with, a thirst for trying to be exact on my word count for whatever it's worth. So this is what I got. Ode to counting to 100. Honeycrisp apples, sheep, crayons, clouds, pennies, puzzle pieces on a card table near the Christmas tree, betting against the odds, beer bottles, Ben Franklin, paper clips, cotton balls, tea bags, living to age until the roaring 20s, instant coffee, Rupert the Bear, electric blenders, disposable razor blades, people buried in a Guatemalan landslide, crows, packing a bag to scale a mountain, hillbillies trapped in a haunted house, years of solitude, mini erasers, toothpicks, pony beads, popcorn kernels, first days in office, gold stars to stick on a notebook, mile-per-hour wind gusts in the San Juan Mountains, elephants, clothespins, buttons, blood oxygen level, bows.
Thank you everyone for joining today's Words in Art reading. Before I share the accounting website from our museum website, Mary, did you have any final words for our attendees?
No. Just thank you again to everyone at the CAM, for Felice, for Yet, for Adriana. And also, if you want more information about Words in Art, you can go to the Facebook page, or you can go to the new website, wordsinart.org, or you can contact me at mswemple@gmail.com.
And for those who would like to learn more about beyond CAM and accounting, I am going to pull up our website. And when you go to our homepage, you can find Beyond CAM under our Art tab. And to reach accounting, you can scroll down and see here that accounting is going to be active through 2021. You can click on participate. And again, if you are a Houstonian, you can call in. This is the accounting website based for Houston. When you scroll down, you can also explore other cities. But right here under Houston, this is where you can watch the video, listen to the sound, and even more importantly, participate by calling in. So we encourage everyone to visit our website to participate in accounting by calling into this number and counting from 1 to 100, and then your voice will be in an upcoming video. In addition to that, if you're not from Houston, that is okay, because we have 35 calls in 7 languages still waiting to be transcribed. So yeah, thank you everybody. My name is Yet. Thank you to Adriana and Felice for your support tonight. And we look forward to seeing you soon. Have a great day and evening.
Thank you, Yet. Bye.
Bye-bye.
Thank you all.
Thank you.
Bye,
Thanks, everybody. Good night.
Thanks.
Good night.
Good night. Thank you.
Bye, everyone. Take care.
Thank you all so much. Take care.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you all.